Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking all about the crafting event that is going on. Now, a lot of you guys in the comment section down below have been asking what you guys should be crafting, and I'm here to tell you what piece you should be crafting from that event. Keep in mind though, you can only craft one piece and then the event will not be accessible anymore. So you definitely want to make sure you guys know what you want to craft. That being said, before we get started with this video though guys, we are doing a giveaway at 20k subscribers on YouTube. If you guys want to participate, just follow me on Instagram. When we do it, 20k subscribers, I will post a post on there. All you guys have to do is really like it and comment on the post and you will be entered in the draw. And I'll pick 1 or 2 winners from that, and hopefully you guys get lucky and get selected because rewards will be better than the last giveaway that we did. That being said, let's talk about the crafting event. So if you guys want to access the crafting event, you can go to Sanctuary here. You'll see that the Steel Workshop has a blue ribbon, and then there's a crafting event button, and then you want to click this. You're going to see there's a point system here at the bottom. The way you generate points is by using energy. You'll get 1 point for every single energy you use, which is very, very nice because we do have the Hunt event, Spirit Altar event, and the Adventure Mode event going on right now. And also you'll get points from crafting, so you definitely want to spend all of your leaves during the Hunt event, and then while you're crafting with those mats that you farm, you'll get a crap ton of points. Now, like I said, you can only craft one piece. You guys want to be very, very careful. What do you guys actually want to craft? So we're going to talk about the early game players, what they want to craft, and after that, mid and late game players together, what they want to craft as well. So we're going to separate it into 2 pieces basically. First, let's talk about the beginner piece that newer players to the game want to craft, especially if they're still trying to build their PvE teams. And the way you craft is you basically have to choose your pieces. So you can choose your set, choose your part, choose your main stat, and then you can roll this for your substats here, as you can see, and you can always save one to actually go back to. So for newer players guys, I would recommend speed set, I would recommend boots, and I would recommend speed as your main stat. Now you guys might be wondering, why would you recommend this to new players if they can farm this from Wyvern anyways? And the answer is you just need a ton of speed set, speed main stat boots in Epic 7. For PvE, basically 95% of the units you use, maybe even like 99% of the units you use in PvE will be on speed set, speed main stat for the most part, or at least like crit set, speed main stat, which makes it so that you need a lot of these boots. Now the worst part about boots though is since you're only looking for one main stat, and the main stat on boots can roll, as you can see, up to I think this is 7 different ways, you're going to be at a very big disadvantage when looking for speed main stat boots because it's just really hard to get the main stat that you want. This is very, very similar to why people use their equipment conversion gems, these blue chests here, on the speed main stat speed set boots, especially in the early and mid game, because there's such a hassle to farm a large quantity of. If you're looking at the necklaces and the rings here, rings can roll into HP, defense, attack, and effect resist, and those are all usable on speed set for PvE and PvP. For necklaces, you have crit chance, crit damage, and HP, all very usable in PvE and PvP. Whereas boots, for the most part on speed set, you definitely want main stat speed most of the time. And even in PvP, you'll be able to use this piece later on once you hit late game, because speed set, speed main stat boots are just that important to have a large amount of that are very, very decent. So you definitely want to craft that. What about the substats? So for substats guys, there's 2 options. You can go for like a tanky way or a damage dealer method, right? So what I recommend is you definitely want to choose substats that correspond with damage dealers. And the reason why is because if you think about it, in PvE, making your units more tanky than they need to be will not speed up your runs at all. It's pretty much useless. You might as well put those pieces, those really good pieces, on your PvP units. But for PvE, you're not going to really do anything, especially in terms of speeding up your run. Whereas if your damage dealers have more damage, it'll actually speed up your run in PvE. And even later on, you can put that piece onto your PvP units as well. So for PvP, or for damage dealers, what I'll recommend, you're definitely going to want those speed main stat, speed set boots. Like I said, you want attack percent, you want crit chance, you want crit damage, and you want HP or defense, and you want to make sure that these substats are rolled as high as possible, because even though when you're going through the substats here, you'll have to be going through that RNG of getting those rolls. So for attack, 7 to 8% is okay, crit chance 5%, crit damage like 7%, and then HP 7 to 8%, right? You want to get as close as you can to those max substats, and keep in mind that this event does run for a month, so you have a lot of time to keep rolling. Don't settle for anything less. You can always save that one that you have, and just click the one that after you craft, you just click the one that you want to save, and then it'll be the one that you save, and you can always go back to it, right, like this. So very, very important that you keep going and try to go for the best piece as you can, because you can only craft one piece anyways. That's what I recommend for newer players, guys. What about mid and late game players? So I personally recommend penetration set. So in the past, immunity was a very good option, and some people also like to do injury set, but I think penetration is the best, because immunity is not that great anymore. You don't really need as many immunity set pieces. Injury set is good on certain units like Alencia and Bellion, but penetration set though, you need a lot more of. Injury set only works on a couple units. Penetration set works on a lot more, right? You have like Spectre Tenebria, Remnant Violet, Alencia, Shu, Apoc Ravi, Alencia as well. I think I mentioned it actually. Also Fire Ravi. You can use this on so many units, so you need a lot of penetration sets, and yeah, penetration sets just very, very good. Now for the piece, I will recommend necklace. So I'm crafting boots here on speed main set. Ignore that. I have a specific reason for that, mostly because I have a lot of penetration necks. But for the most part, you definitely want the necklace, because on necklace you can get crit damage, right? And the reason why crit damage is very good for penetration necklaces is because if you think about it, what units use penetration set? You have bruisers that use it, and also pure damage dealers, right? And if you have crit damage necklace, main stat, right, then no matter what you roll into, you can use it on any unit, right? So since bruisers can use it and damage dealers can use it, when you're looking for the substats, you're going to realize that no matter how it rolls into, it'll always be a usable piece. That being said, what substats do you want to look for? You want to look for attack percent, speed, crit chance, and also HP percent. Now the reason why you want this perfect setup is because if it rolls very heavily into HP, who can use it on? Alencia, Shu, Apoc Ravi, Fire Ravi, and stuff like that. What if it rolls fully into damage? You can use it on Spectre Tenebria, Remnant Violet. You can use it on like Assassin Sid, even Green Sid, right? Very, very flexible that way. And that is why crit damage penetration necklaces are the best to craft if you're a mid and late game player focusing on PvP, because they're so flexible, right? With that setup, with, like I said, attack percent, HP percent, crit chance percent, and speed, on that crit damage main stat, no matter how it rolls, you'll have a unit to use it on eventually, and it will be very, very effective. Now keep in mind, penetration is a two-piece set, so you'll be running this most likely with speed. So most of the time, if you're looking at what I'm crafting with boots, it's not recommended, because you'll probably already have a lot of speed set boots with that speed main stat saved up if you've been playing the game for a long time. But just to recap again for newer players, make sure you get those speed main stat boots, right? You want to go through the damage dealing substat route and make sure to put it on attack percent, crit chance percent, crit damage percent with HP percent. Now you can always sub out HP percent for defense percent if you want, but keep in mind HP percent has a slight higher value because there are more HP scaling units in this game, and keep in mind that there's also a lot of defense penetration mechanics in this game now, even through penetration set itself, right? So yeah, this is the event that you don't want to miss out on, guys. Very, very important that you take a part of. Make sure you farm that energy, or farm those points through using energy and also by crafting. And keep in mind, you can only craft one piece, so keep rolling those substats till you're satisfied with what you get. You can always go to that last day. That being said, if you guys found this video helpful, make sure you guys leave a like and comment down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.